Welcome, my lovelies. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Kamoy. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we are doing a daily vibration for December 27th, 2019. Can you guys believe that the year is pretty much done, right? 2019 is pretty much done. We have a few more days before the year is solidified and completely finished, and we're entering into this wonderful 2020 energy. Today we're vibrating on the number 6. Just a little bit about the number 6 before we actually get into the wisdoms today, because today the pull is going to be different. Okay, I have been seeing the sequence number of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. And every time I see 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, I keep hearing ready, set, go. Okay, so today I'm doing more of an intuitive message. Okay. You just want to go ahead and see what vibrates with you. So we're going to be doing intuitive messages for anyone that's been seeing the number sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you look up at the clock and you're seeing 12:34, if you look at the clock and it's saying 1:23, so anything within that sequence of numbers is what we're going to be paying attention to today, as well as if you're seeing 11:11. Okay, so those are the sequences that I've been seeing a lot for a couple of weeks now. So we're going to tap into what intuitive messages or what encouragement you need to get through whatever you're going through. Okay, now I also want to remind you guys that I go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. So you guys can come on and join me on YouTube, okay? And also these daily vibrations go up every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys can either check them out via my YouTube channel, which is the same name as my podcast, the number 4, Your Inner Voice, okay? So under podcast, it's going to be 4, Your Inner Voice, and I'm Spiritual Chef on the podcast. On YouTube, I am just 4, Your Inner Voice. Okay, now with that being said, my lovelies, I also want to let you guys know you just have a couple of more days to take advantage of the holiday special. Okay, where you can get a coaching session / intuitive reading with me for a donation of $50, which is pretty cool. We get into your stuff and we unpack your stuff and we kind of figure out what's going on energetically with you that's blocking you so you can move forward. Now, also, my lovelies, I do want you guys to know, starting next month, I am going to be doing new moon and full moon meditations via donation. It is going to be private links access only. So if you're interested in the meditations, you guys can make your $15 donation, $15 donation for the next moon cycle that's coming in. We're going to be doing the full moon meditation, and I believe the full moon is happening in Cancer, and that's going to be on January 10th. Okay, so keep that in mind. So now, with that being said, my lovelies, today we're vibrating on the number 6. Now, you guys know how I talk about intuitive energies available to you all day, every day. Okay, it's whether you choose to utilize it or not. It's your choice because it is available to you. Okay, well, intuitive energy is in the atmosphere today. We are vibrating on the number 6 today. This is all about unconditional love today. This is also about honesty and integrity. Okay, what are you doing even when others can't see you? Are you still operating in integrity, although everyone may not be able to see what you're doing behind closed doors or in the dark? Okay, so integrity and honesty is going to be key today. Unconditional love is in the atmosphere today, as well as balance and harmony is in the atmosphere today. And family and your home structure may be in the forefront for some of you today, okay? On the lower vibrational end of the number 6 today, we do have weak-willed energy or weak-minded energy, okay? Now, people that are weak-willed or weak-minded are easily influences. Those are people that are usually followers, okay? Now, although they may not necessarily want to do or be, right, they follow the trend. So just be mindful, okay, that you're operating with some trend energy today, all right? Or you could be dealing with someone that's weak-willed, so they may agree with you today and then go have a conversation with somebody else later on within the day, and then they totally change their perspective and their point of view, which is okay because everyone is entitled to that. However, they're easily swayed, okay? Now, You do have superiority complex in the atmosphere today in the lower vibrational end of things, as well as shallow energy in the atmosphere. You could find shallowness in the atmosphere today. There is restless energy and unsupportive energy. Okay, now you guys know that we've been talking about the root chakra this week. Okay, aka that is governed by the planet Pluto. So we've been talking about Pluto's energy this week, as well as the root chakra, to see exactly what's going on within your root chakra that you may need to adjust, or that you may need to tap into. Okay, now be mindful that your root chakra deals with what's grounding you. What's grounding you is what's going on in the now moment. Okay, what are you focused on right now? Okay, now if your root chakra has excessive energy in that atmosphere, that energy can make you feel like you're resistant to change. Okay, some people may be just spending too much. Okay, some people may just be attached to materialistic, or you can see them very greedy when it comes to material substance. Okay, when you're deficient or you don't have enough energy flowing through that chakra, there's fear and anxiety. Okay, for some people there's an inability to sit still, because that's that restless energy that we're talking about. Okay, so just be mindful. All right. Now, how are you grounding your root chakra? You can ground your root chakra in meditation. You can ground your root chakra by using color therapy. Okay, you can ground your root chakra maybe by doing some Reiki session. However, meditation is always going to be key when you're doing any type of healing work. Okay, now let's start off with the messages for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, well, my messages for 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the moon card, and the moon card, just so you know, is representing Pisces. So some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, and Pisces also represents compassion. So this could be compassion for yourself or compassion for others, right? Whenever this moon card pops up, the moon card also talks about illusions. Okay, fear, anxiety. Okay, so you want to be mindful of maybe releasing old things and really investigating what is fear to you, and what is fear based to you, and what is love based, because there is going to be some illusions that you need to get past, and some fears that you need to push past and push through. Okay, now they're asking you to really purify your thoughts, purify your inner man, purify your thinking as you're going through this process. So you're going to have to release the things that you know don't serve you, okay? And only you know what don't serve you. So that could be sitting on the phone for hours discussing other people's business, gossiping. That could be you procrastinating and putting off things that you know will be progressive for you, or a progression for you. That is self-sabotaging yourself. So whatever this illusion or whatever this fear falls under, they're saying it's time for you to purify that aspect of yourself. It's time for you to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Okay. Yep. It's just clarifying for some of you. You will have to step outside of your comfort zone, because this is a new season. Some of you will have to find new ways to solve problems. Okay. Some of you do need to bring in this creative energy. You do have the sexual art card here. When this card pops up, this card talks about embracing yourself and your sexual nature. So this, for some of you, could be whatever fear or anxiety you have around maybe the way you look, maybe not feeling so sexy or so attractive because you just stepped out of a relationship that maybe took away some of your confidence. For some of you, this is embracing your sexiness. Okay, there's somebody that watches these videos in particular that probably just lost a lot of weight recently, but you're still not embracing your own truth. Okay, for some of you, it's definitely reevaluating your creative energy and your creative force. And for others of you, it's really reevaluating what sex means to you and how important that is into your current relationship and what you need to do. And is your current relationship just built on sex? Because remember, we're dealing with some fear. Okay, and we're dealing with some insecurities here with this energy. All right, and it's also asking you to step outside of your comfort zone, which means that there's going to have to be some changes definitely in your thinking. Now, I'm sorry, in your feeling. Okay, because this is water energy, so this is a feeling energy. Now, remember how we always talk about sexual energies, creative energy, and sexual energy just don't create physical people. Sexual energy also creates ideas. It also creates physical manifestation of things, a house, cars. Okay, so just be mindful. Okay, you're not just rocking with procreation as far as human beings are concerned. You're rocking with sacred energy, okay, and energy exchange when we're dealing with the sexual energy. Okay, so be mindful of that. All right, some of you need to probably stop thinking that sex solves everything in a relationship, as well as sex can hold on to someone. Okay, someone could be using sex as a weapon, and that is not going to be beneficial for you. Remember, we're dealing on honesty and integrity today, so this is going to be important. Okay. Now, so for those of you that's been seeing, 1, 2, 3, 4, just keep in mind, it's time for you to release your fears, and it's definitely time for you to tell yourself the truth about maybe whether it's your creative energy, or how you're using your creative energy, how you're using your sexual energy, because they're one and the same. Okay. Now, anyone that's been seeing 123, 123, or 123, and it could be $1.23. It could be 123 in the clock, AM or PM. It could be a license plate 123. Now, keep in mind, these messages are not attached in any sequence to any numbers. So whatever message resonates with you, please take that and apply it to where it needs to be applied. I am just speaking about the sequence that I'm hearing them coming in. So just apply the messages wherever they fit. Okay. Now, we do have, so sequence of numbers we're doing this poll for today is anyone that's been seeing the sequence number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 123 or 111. Okay. Now, so we do have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. When the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, that talks about imbalanced energy. That talks about things needing to be prioritized. That could also talk about maybe some of you, your finances is not where you would like your finances to be. Okay. Now, keep in mind, however, okay, that because this Two of Pentacles is in reverse and is clarifying the hole in the soul card, some of this stuff is childhood stuff that you will need to deal with and you will need to prioritize. Some of this childhood things you cannot sweep under the rug anymore because it's affecting your adult life, and you will have to deal with them and get organized and maybe even release the things that no longer serve you about your childhood. Okay, it's kind of one of the things that I say. I hold on to all of the beautiful things that my mother taught me, and the things that she may have learned from her mother or from her grandmother growing up, that's no longer valid in this day and age, and it was just something that the family did because, really sometimes it doesn't even really have a reason, because they were operating in fear. There's some things that I've had to release, okay, that was learned behavior because it no longer applies to where I am now as an adult. So keep that in mind, okay? Some of you will need to deal with this childhood issue because it's causing you to live a life of imbalance. And as you deal with that childhood issue, they want you to expect the unexpected. And I kind of feel like for some of you, this could have been an abandonment issue. For some of you, this could have been an issue of lack. Okay. For some of you, you definitely feel like there was maybe some type of instability in the family structure or in a family home, especially when it comes to do with money. So some of you could be dealing with some childhood manifestations around money. Okay. Just be mindful. Or some of you could be dealing with broken home issues. Whatever the issue is that's relating back to your childhood, it needs to be brought into balance because it's making your life out of balance right now. And they're asking you to expect the unexpected as you start to do the work that's necessary to align yourself with your higher self, okay? As you do that, They're asking that you just keep in mind that emotions are at an all-time high right now. They're definitely running high. Now, as emotions run high, keep in mind that your emotions are what manifests things into this third dimensional realm. So, whatever you're focusing your emotions on are what's going to manifest. So, it is important for you to pay attention to what you're putting your emotions on. Are you putting your emotions on the hurt, on the pain, or are you putting your emotions on the lesson learned from that hurt and that painful experience? Okay. Pay attention to your emotions because they're going to reveal a lot to you, even stemming from the first message. The first message was also saying pay attention to your emotions and see past the illusions and the fear. Okay. It's going to be the same scenario here. Okay. You will have to pay attention to your emotions and what's going on internally. Okay. Now, remember once again that this message is for anyone that's been seeing the sequence of 124, okay, which is 1234, which is either 1234, okay. That could be license plate, that could just apartment, number. You just seen that sequence of number. Also, if you've been seeing the sequence of number 123, may it be the time, license plates, tags, whatever. You just keep seeing that sequence of number. And last but not least, anyone that's been seeing 111. Okay. Now, we do have the Seven of Swords popping up. Some of you could feel like you feel maybe some type of you feel defeated because you've been dealing with someone and you felt like someone got away with something. Someone could have slated you, maybe done some fuckery and then ghosted you, or at least you feel ghosted and you feel like this person got away with something. But for some of you, it's asking you to pay attention to your procrastination because some of you may should have already released this relationship or released whatever this toxic energy is, but you may have been doubting yourself, or you may have just take too long to do it because they made promises and you just the rigmarole that you go through sometimes when you want to save something or hold on to something a lot longer than it needs to be in your life. So you need to pay attention, my lovelies, to procrastinating and just move within the time frame and not put things off. Okay, so you need to be mindful that nobody really ever gets away with anything. There's always a cycle to things, so you may not be around to see their karmic justice come full circle, but trust me when I say it absolutely does. Okay, now as you are moving through not procrastinating and dealing with maybe feeling like someone has gotten away with something because mentally you could be under some type of mental attack, you need to be able to discern all of those voices and those messages that are coming through. Okay, now be mindful of that because sometimes you can allow your mind and your time and your spirit and your joy to be attacked by negative messages that just keep replaying negative mental mind loops in your head. Okay, so this person got away with something. You know that you were probably supposed to make some moves that you should have made and you didn't. Okay, so now where do you go from here? Are you going to keep repeating to yourself that you didn't make the moves, so therefore you beat yourself up? Or are you just going to say, okay, I did that. I can't cry over spilt milk. Let me just gather myself together now and move forward. Okay, so just use discernment as you are dealing with whatever procrastination is going on, and know that you don't have to. I'm going to flip the Seven of Swords upside down for you guys, only because this means that you're ready to release and you're no longer in mental blockage, because something has you replaying something in your mind. You feeling like somebody got away with something was really holding you back from making the moves that you need to make. Okay, and for some of you, you could be questioning the safety of your family and is saying you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, you need to get into your space of meditation and do the meditative work that you need to get things to unfold the way that you desire them to experience, to be lived and experienced. Which is interesting, because in the meditation that we did for this new moon energy in Capricorn yesterday, or last night rather, I did have a live streaming event where we did a new moon meditation. And it was really powerful because we talked about releasing. We talked about being able to step into a new aspect of your life, right? So just know nobody ever really gets away with anything. This is a season of letting go and moving forward. And that's exactly what we will be doing with this energy. Allow the energy to carry you. Because if you fight the tide and you swim against the tide, you will feel like you're overpowered. But if you swim with the tide will carry you to safe the shore. So just be mindful of that. Okay, you're responsible for your own actions, and you can't change what other people say, do, or don't say. But what you can do is make a decision to not allow their BS, okay, their bullshit, to interfere with where you are going on your walk, because no one gets away with anything. Okay. All right, my lovelies. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to listen to this video. Okay, now, if you're tuning in via YouTube, I thank you for clicking on this video. I thank you guys for your comments, for your liking, for your shares. If you're tuning in via my podcast, I thank you for taking the time out to absolutely tap in to the Daily Vibration via streaming. If you're tuning in via YouTube and you want to get to my podcast, you can find all of the links in the description box below. Don't forget that these Daily Vibrations go up at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are interested in scheduling a personal reading / coaching session with me, don't forget that we do have the monthly specials going on for a $50 donation. And I'm also doing the full moon meditations now. We're going to do full moon and new moon meditation. The next meditation is going to be the full moon in Cancer, and that will be coming up in January 10th. And if you guys are interested, this is a private live on January 10th for the full moon in Cancer energy. You can go ahead and email me at the number 4 yourinnervoice@gmail.com. There will be a donation of $15 that you do have to submit. Okay, so email me and we can get you rolling. All right, my love, if you are tuning in via my podcast and you're interested in the meditation on the 10th of January, you guys can definitely either email me at the number 4 yourinnervoice@gmail.com, which is also my PayPal information. The number 4 yourinnervoice@gmail.com. So you can email me as well as make your $15 donation that you're interested on the new actually that would be the full moon energy on January 10th. Okay, I don't think we're gonna do a live. We are gonna do a live on January 10th. It's just gonna be a private live for anyone that wants to be a part of the meditation. Okay. So yeah, we're doing the first meditation of next month for a $15 donation. I appreciate each and every one of you. I absolutely adore each and every one of you. You can also submit your donation via my Cash App, which is $KIMOY 106. Once again, that's $KIMOY 106. I think that is pretty much it. Don't forget, live on Friday nights on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Daily Vibration goes up every day at 12:15. And you guys will be getting your 2020 readings before the new year, okay? Don't have an exact date of when they're going to be uploaded yet. I just know that they're going to be before the new year. All right, my lovelies. Make sure that you guys do something kind for yourself. Make sure that you honor yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I will see you guys in your daily vibrations tomorrow, okay? And I will see you in your individuals before the 1st. Okay, bye, my lovelies. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.